See, the problem is, the more we consume, the less we create. You find yourself constantly scrolling, looking for motivation. You need a new camera, you need a new microphone, you need a new light. And when you get all of that, you'll finally start. But the problem is,
still won't.
because now the hard part comes. You gotta be afraid of not looking. You gotta be afraid.
You.
See, after you do all that, you still gotta get in front of the camera. You have an audience to entertain, an audience to inform, an audience to teach. You can't be afraid to fail, which is oftentimes what's holding us all back anyways. I've even realized there's a fear of being successful, a fear that it might work. And then I feel like maybe I bit off more than I can chew. What am I supposed to do in that situation? Hopefully that was cinematic enough, because I really don't feel like making a video that long, doing all of that work. In reality, I just want to create. I just want it to exist. I don't want it to be perfect anymore. I'm over that. I just want to do it, as Nike says. You know, sometimes I hate that that's their thing, because it's really simple, but it's so true. You just gotta do it sometimes. I've had this thing for years. I have friendships that started because of these vehicles, because of these Nissan 240 SXs. I don't have my key. The majority of the people I know, I met online. I met on Tumblr because of these vehicles. I think I've been into it 15 years now. Yeah, going on 15 years, coming up pretty soon. As long as I can remember, I've wanted to make YouTube videos about these cars. I have my 240. I have the dirt bike I just showed y'all. I have my Silverado up here that I drive, you know, every day. The Silverado 1500 HD. They're not the most common thing, but just like when any other vehicle, they have a following. If you just build it, they'll come. Real quick, I forgot to mention I have a 1988 Caprice and a 2003 Camry with like 300,000 miles on it. You might not get rich off of it, but if you have fun doing it and you set a goal, that's all that really matters. Just do it. So, maybe this video won't be as long as I wanted it to be, but it will exist and I'll be happy with that. And maybe I can do it more often. I would love to lock in, do this for 30 days straight, and just see what happens. You know, I've gone the route of listening to all the motivational videos. I pretty much summed it up in the intro. I don't have to do it again. It's time to just do it, and I keep saying that, but it's really just that simple. I've built engines, I've built cars, I've built friendships, I've traveled the country, you know, and met a lot of these people that I met online. And I've documented almost none of it. And sometimes that just doesn't sit right with me. Initially, I wanted to say that if there's something you want to do and you choose not to do it, you're only doing yourself a disservice. But the more I think about it, you might be doing others a disservice as well, because you never know what knowledge you have or what skill set you have that you could share, or what experience you've been through that you could share that just might help somebody else. Stop worrying about being perfect. Stop worrying about perfect audio, perfect quality. Quit worrying about the specs of every camera, and just make what it is you want to make. You see, part of the problem with me is I'm a product photographer, you know, by trade, for a living. So a lot of my work does have to be perfect. You have parameters for every marketplace that you sell on. But the photo has to be this size, the background has to be like this, you have to have this, and this angle. I feel like I'm always in a box of perfection when it comes to work. And although this is fun, you know, the more you do it, it is work. And I feel like I have to transfer that perfection to this, when in reality, I can do this and have fun, whether 10,000 people view it or one person views it. If I have fun, then it's worth it. Of course, I want people to view it. I want to actually interact with people and maybe make a couple dollars every now and then as I work on projects. But that's not the main goal. So I'm challenging myself, really, and maybe you too, to take it serious, at least for a little while, and see if it's something you actually want to do. Because you've probably been thinking about it for a long time. I know I have. And the past few days, it's just been weighing on me to just do it.